Ouija board starts to slide. Spirits laugh and shadows hide. Whispers from shadows rise. Cold air breathes in dragon eyes. Cards of fate tell the lies in this dance where spirit ties. Corpse divination woven through invocation. Truth of damnation, death's incantation. Beware, dragon. Games you play for a fatal price. Dragon soul a sacrifice. Phantom's hand a silent guide. In this house none may hide. Breath held waiting for the sign. Past the boundaries of divine. Cries are creeping up his spine. Life and death intertwine. Corpse divination woven through invocation. Truth of damnation, death's incantation. Beware, dragon. Games you play for a fatal price. Dragon soul a sacrifice. Phantom's hand a silent guide. In this house none may hide. Breath held waiting for the sign. Past the boundaries of divine. Cries are creeping up his spine. Life and death intertwine. Corpse divination woven through invocation. Truth of damnation, death's incantation. Beware, dragon.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Gooners for life.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Doors grown low where the spirits lie still. Phasing rolls in with a hunter's sharp thrill. Kyosaber's cool with a slute's quiet flare. Piecing the haunt in the night's heavy air. EMF clicks, he tracks with a glance. Frost traces paths where the ghosts have trod. Team, let's dive. Kyo hums cool as a breeze. Phasing's locked in, his mind set to seize. Phasing's on the case in the dark's bitter fight. Can they keep Soul Soldier alive? The clues they chase through the terror's grim themes. Hello, ghost, we have blue jeans. In their pub, no Zaka boy demands ghost beer. Drinking dummy sir, screams track ghost with no fear. His drunken slurs through the spirit box taunt ghost ire. Never wrong, his lore lifts the fiend's veil higher. Soul Soldier baits blind where banshee-like stare. Alone in the dark, her obsession lays bare. They wake to his peril, her wail hunts him there. Phasing dives in to snatch life from her snare. Phasing's on the case in the dark's bitter fight. Can they keep Soul Soldier alive? The clues they chase through the terror's grim themes. Hello, ghost, we have blue jeans. Dragon horde gold. Lavistro craves a cult's grim hold. Claws clutch bones. Eyes blaze in gloom to unfold. Visions burn mind. Saves friends sanity's cost. Mad exorcist Writer's notes bind the truths that he holds. Pranks and rights linger, though haunts never fade. Phasming's your call, life's the wind they've made.
Hello, Ghost. I am wearing blue jeans. Please do not be taking my blue jeans.
Testing. Testing. Test.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Oh, now we got mics. Okay. Now we got mic. Okay, that was like weird. Testing. Test. Oh. Oh, there we go. Testing. Hello, everybody. It's Lavistro Plays. That was the most awkward of mic settings. I don't know what happened, but somehow my mic setting was off. I thought it was Phasmophobia being a dick again, so shut that down. So we're waiting for that to start back up. But yes, it's Tuesday. Hello, I do apologize. And we're going to be playing Phasmophobia again. But there's some good news. I was playing it some more today since I couldn't seem to figure out what was wrong with my Filmora. And I got tier 3 and had to go back. And I made some progress on the go. So we're on trophy upgrade 2 now. So finally. So now we're at tier 3, level 15. And we're going to switch over so I can show you what the progress was. There we go. All right. So, where did I put my controller? All right. All right. Make sure, as always, like and subscribe. Do all the cool stuff if you like my content. You like my professionalisms. My psychosisms. So, I achieved Achievement Hunter. I've achieved Trophy Upgrade 1, so now I'm working on 2. But the trophy don't look different to me. It don't look no different at all. I don't know what's so different about it. And as you can see, I got the completionist or achievement hunter badge. And I did get most of tier 1. But you know, one thing I forgot to. One thing I noticed is when I logged in, all that hard work we did with the achievements, right, was reset. But thankfully not my points. So we might just go to Gretton Farmhouse and do the challenge mode again. Violence, mayhem. Hello, Roadkill. How you doing? Right, you.
Job's ready for you. Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Give me a second. Sorry, the Dragonling's mom was texting me, so I do apologize. Alright, let's get back to work. Alright, see here. We'll do this.
buried with a cursed object. Investigate this if you can. You don't know what it's capable of.
Flynn's Nest on YouTube. Hello, how you doing? We're playing some Phasmophobia, the Easter event. Just trolling for a bit. Well, you can troll your way to the subscribe button if you'd like. Oh. Oh, yeah? Ah. I probably didn't see you in the subscription list. That's probably why. I'll make sure to remember that so I can put you in the first 500 subscribers as a thank you. How is nobody doing anyways? Still stream? Is he streaming tonight? This one? I think it's this one. Yep. Let's see. I forgot a ladder. I need one of them ladder things. Let's see. Let's get one used. How's that looking? Oh, standing string pretty fast. Oh, really? You're gonna stream too? That's awesome. You've been on YouTube since 2016, but recently just started doing more to get myself out there. Yeah, me, I just didn't plan on being a streamer. Actually, it hasn't even been a year yet since I started streaming. I just wanted to showcase a game I thought it was interesting and share it out there. Then just one thing led to another. Come on, blow it out again. Hmm. Twins, maybe? Mm-hmm. I also call myself the most professionalist of professional YouTubers and a horrible content creator. Because I don't care about the algorithm. Okay, it's not an Oni. Not Oni, Arneo. This is getting difficult. Evidence. We can say it's not the Wraith. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, it's not a right Myling. It's not a Raiju. It's definitely not a Deo. Oh! It moved. Let's see more right. I could be wrong. Walked right into it. Banshee.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you. You've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your advantage.
Sorry, just sending a text to my ex. She works late nights and yeah. Anyways. Really, girl? Really? I'll be right back. Doggo wants out. Just give me a moment. I'll give y'all some intermissions. Oh boy, overlays. Where's it at? Okay, yeah, you have a good night too, Flynn. I'll hope to see y'all again soon. Make sure you send a like on your way out. Bye. Have a good night. But for the rest of y'all, I'll be right back. I'm just putting intermission on. Doggo wants out. I have returned. I might have to cancel this. I might have to shut the stream a little early because his mama's coming to drop some things off. And I gotta make sure the dogs don't wake up the dragonling. So we'll find out. In the meantime, I don't see dots. Let's see. Let's see if it's a Wraith. I messed up. Wrong button. Okay, so we've learned so far it's not a Wraith, it's not a Shade. It's not a Mare. Good room. Hello. How are you, Mikey? Chilling. That's awesome. All right. Let me look at my cheat sheet. Okay. Not the mayor. Not the demon. Not the... Mikey, what's up?
I was muted. My bad. How you doing, man?
Doing great. Just trying to figure out this go. So I found out there's this interesting little bug. So I was almost done with the weekly challenges, and I prestiged it to 3, which means I got to recycle, right? I got to reset. And because I was wondering this, I don't want to spend the whole week if I can playing Phasmophobia. I want to get the event over with and move on, right? Well, not only did it reset my levels, it reset everything I did for the weekly challenge. So I had to do the one challenge I hate doing, which is the 0 evidence run.
You gotta start over.
Yeah, I got to start all that. Everything I did on Sunday, I got to start all over again. So,
Oh man, that's rough. Fuck kicking the dick, dude.
yeah. That's usually how it goes, though. It's the nature of the beast. And so now I gotta. It's like watching Sunday stream all over again. I'm like, how do I entertain people with this? I'll figure it out. Obviously.
So I put my E and B in fucking Skyrim.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah, now it's all pretty.
That's good.
Until you go into a cave, you can't see shit because you gotta use torches now, because, you know, the game
Oh.
off of light sources now.
Yeah, one of my favorites for that is Darkest Dungeons. And what it is all the dungeons, like the lighting, like the torches and stuff, are out. So you have to light them.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I think it's called Darkest Dungeons. It's been a while since I used it, but naturally you have to make sure your stuff doesn't override it, which is a pain in the butt.
Right.
But
Yeah, the only crashes I've had so far were, you know, from playing it for a really long fucking time.
uh-huh.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Because, you know, when everything starts to load and then shit conflicts and then it'll boot you out and then you load it back up and then you're good for like another 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
I found the leather bikini armor and yeah, turns out it's not good for survival.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it though. Survival is definitely hard with that combat mod.
Which survival? The creation kit survival or the...
Yeah. So, like, you know, on base difficulty, it's not hard, but
doing it with the Valhalla combat
Mm-hmm.
and precision. It's a fucking bitch.
Yee.
I don't, like, this was on novice difficulty. So yeah, I'm fucking struggling with it. And like I've played through survivalist on all of the difficulties. This has probably been the hardest one that I have done so far.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Hold on, just be quiet for a little bit.
So,
I'm. All right, sorry, I was listening for the ghost he's hunting. He was hunting, or she, or it, or they, or them.
word.
Yeah, and each ghost has a little way of knowing if their speed gives them away. So now what I'm trying to do is basically what I call fault isolating. It's from my time in the military. It's where you can't figure out what's wrong with the equipment. So what you do is you just go through the steps and like, okay, this button works, this button doesn't work.
Yeah. Ended up over here because I got tired of listening to Dan bitch about fucking woke shit.
Yep. That's usually how it goes. Okay, so alright, so it's a 1.7 meters a second speed.
Yeah, man. All I want to do is just play a game and not have to fucking listen to this. Cause like, listen to it all the time on fucking X.
Yeah. Well, no, I was bitching about that last night. Like everyone wants to focus on John De La Rose and all this. I know we're not. You don't want to talk about it, but I'm just agreeing with you on that. It's like, let them die. Well, not die, but let them fade out into a void. Like, listen more content. Let them go.
Exactly. Like you have the same output that I do with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Stop engaging with them.
Like everyone knows it, and the thing is, it's like, how do I put it? We all know, like when we stream, right? And if you want to get big, you got to engage. You got to do this. You got to do that, right? So when you interact with these people, it's you're creating content, and when you're creating content, you're giving them attention, which means people are going to go look to see if what you're saying about them is true, right? Like they're like not everybody, but some people will. And then you got people that are not in it for the games. They're not in it for the community. They're in it for politics, to own the chuds or own the woke, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? So they want that satisfaction. So they're going to watch the content, which is going to feed it more. So
I don't know. I think I fall into a different category with that shit because I try to avoid all of that shit.
oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's one thing to call out,
have fucking fun with it.
yeah, it's like it's one thing to call out, corporate greed and people trying to use things for a soap folks. Like let me put it this way: you want me to be a non-binary character? Make the fucking game good, and I'll play your non-binary.
Write the story good, and then I'll play your stupid ass non-binary character.
Make it interesting. Make me want
And
to
like
be it.
I've been fucking bitching about that for a long time, and like I was talking to Dan about that the one day. I was like, I don't give a fuck if they add that dumbass shit into the game, as
Yeah.
long as the story is good, you know.
Yeah. Like, I may not
'Cause
agree.
I play RPGs,
Mhm.
yeah. Like I don't agree with it either, but I play RPGs
Yeah.
for the story.
Yeah.
If your story is good, and you have like, let's say, you know, a troon character or a fucking, you know, a non-binary character, I'm fine with it. I'm cool
Yeah.
with it as long as the fucking story is well written.
Yeah. If
Like
it.
ESO, like
Mhm.
we can use that for an example.
Oh,
Like they
yeah.
have, you know, their trans character, but it was wrote into the lore really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went and played it, and I was like, yeah, no, this is actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
And like I'm not defending it, but at the same time, like if it's good, then it's good. Like I'm not gonna fucking sit there and argue about it.
Yeah. No, I agree with like 100,000%. It's like this is like I got into an argument with somebody online because I was telling Smash, like, everyone has a lot of their opinion, and I was telling Smash and Will the fans, all these people, I'm tired of fucking hearing it because
Right.
it's my opinion. I'm allowed to give feedback. If another viewer doesn't agree with me, so what? They can put their shit. And so, like, I was like, we're sitting here owning these chuds, owning the woke, owning these bullshits, but no one wants to seem to talk about the EULA from Oblivion. No one wants to sit there and talk about the ongoing lawsuit with Ubisoft, where they said in the lawsuit against them, the players don't own their games again. I mean, that's what we should probably talk about and bring some. That would benefit gamers and customers more than you owning somebody that we already know is a liar and a grifter. I mean, what more can you say? It's like if people say, "Oh, I heard about this guy named JDA and he's saying this stuff." What do we say? Oh yeah, we covered him a while back. You can look at our previous videos. He was exposed for being a grifter. End of story. But. Well, what do I know? I'm just an unmonetized dragon. You know, I don't follow the algorithm.
Right. I did watch something very interesting yesterday with the whole, you know, Nintendo and Pal World thing.
Yeah.
And about how, you know, they're trying to claim their patents and shit while, you know, stealing the patents from older games. Found that fucking interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? It's trying to kill competition while, you know, the competition is there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That's the dumb shit I go look at. Like, I don't be looking at all this shit that's happening in, you know, our space of the woods now.
Okay,
I found it interesting at first, but it just kept being like the same thing that's repeated over and over again. It's just like, okay.
all right. All right.
It's the same thing with Dan and him wanting to fight the woke and all that other shit. I'm like, bro.
He tells me he's tired of it, and like I'm small and nodding, but I don't want to cause drama in when we're chatting online. But like, and I think I told him offline. I was like, you're making me I have a hard time believing you don't want to fight the woke. You want? And I did tell him on. I said, if you want to fight these, if what you do on your channel is you just do on your channel. You know, if you want to do that,
Exactly, man.
don't say you don't want to do it because you look up to me or someone else. You know, like Dash Attack, right? The Catboy VTuber that's on Dragoncast. He covers.
Yeah, I pop into his stream a lot, man.
Yeah, he talks about the culture war. You know, he talks about it, but it's not as often as he does other things, right? He's mostly focused on games. And Bo, he don't talk about it at all. Like he's got his politics. It's not that hard to figure out, but he's not interested in a culture war. Like we're all.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm fucking just out of it with that shit, dude.
I think everyone is. We're just all checked out, and people are starting to slowly figure that out. Like, it's like, yeah, like, you don't have to be the left. You don't have to be like, oh, look at this guy, look at this chud. It's like when I
honestly, man, I just want gaming to just go back to just being
exactly.
gaming and not have to deal with this stupid.
I want to know, and that's what I'm trying.
Shit.
I just want to know, like, okay, what's the next update about? Like I just found out, and I saved it because I can't make my Filmora right now. I can't use my Filmora, but I found out that there was a Q&A for the first Descendant, and it's got some interesting details. For example, you know what's the next costume coming out?
Nope.
Schoolgirl. Japanese sailor schoolgirl outfits.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't really keep up with the first Descendant. Like, yeah, I play it, but it's just, I don't know, I just don't keep up with their updates.
Well, no, it's like, well, my point is, like, it's been so long since I've heard actual gaming news. Like, last time I heard gaming news that was relevant gaming news, the very next day I was signing up to join the army. Like, it's been so long. So, I was like, fuck it, I'll dig for it. I mean, I don't...
Because, like, what is it, the channels I'm subscribed to, like, you know, with the exception of all the culture war bullshit, has a lot of, like, game informer channels. So I get that before I get anything else.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
God, I do. Yeah, I would have fucking blown my brains out if I had to see, you know, goddamn culture war every single 2 seconds.
My favorite one is, like, wow. Like, I'm kind of blessed. I was streaming at this time period before I even knew Smash JT was a thing. And then he joins Hypnotic's panel. So I've been blessed with the fact I don't have to hear Alyssa Mercante all the fucking time. I still watch, you know, his news.
And that's pretty much where I checked in, like, checked out of it, man, is because it's all I fucking hear now is about that dumb time.
And I told him, it's like, I'm tired of hearing it. And and like this guy that was yelling at me about it yesterday, he doesn't seem to notice. Like, if he watched my content, I don't. Oh shit. He would notice I don't care about getting 5,000 or 5 billion subscribers.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's like I've mentioned it so many times, and if I cared, it would be so freaking easy. All I have to do is say, Alyssa Mercante is reduced to being homeless waiting tables. You know, and big content like that. That's all I have to do.
One of your titles with a dumbass thumbnail, and there you go.
Yeah. That's all I have to do. But I don't want to do that. If I wanted to, it's so easy to grit. I'm not saying Smash JT's grifting, because he's obviously got his lawsuit with her. But he's like Jared on South Park. He keeps beating a dead horse, almost literally. And as much as I respect the guy, I'm like.
What was I was bullshitting with somebody in Discord the other day, and I seen what my fucking, you know, my YouTube look like for, you know, like watching people, and it's just nothing but music and games.
Yeah.
You don't even see any of the culture war shit on there. I'm just like, dude, I'm just so fucking annoyed with it.
Well, no, I agree with you. I agree. His mama is taking her sweet ass time.
I'm more worried about looking at the next
Fuck.
that's coming out.
I hate these average speeds because you're literally going through and just like trying to figure it all out. I got caught. How did I get caught? How did they find me? How the fuck? Oh, I bet you I had something in my inventory. An Oni?
Back. I prepared some jobs for you.
You know what? Oh well.
Goddamn. Azor Permilia needed to come out already. Fucking waiting for that shit forever.
You know, fuck it. I don't want to do challenge fight anymore. I've already done. It's like, actually no, I'm gonna have to. It's $5,000, which means 5,000 XP. I'm gonna have to, because I need to get the upgrades. Grab some farmhouse. Go back to it. I hate this. But what was I saying? But yeah, I just. I respect the people that want to that care about it, but to me, I'm like, I just don't. I thought
Don't
of
get me wrong, like, I'll be on panels and all
Yeah.
that shit that talks about that dumb content.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
yeah, no, there's a time and place for it where you can give your thoughts and stuff, but every time you turn around,
Like, 'cause what was it? You go to a panel, you're on the panel, then you go do your own game stream with somebody like, just anybody in the, the channel that you're in, your voice channel or some
Mhm.
shit, and somebody's talking about it there, and it's like, bruh,
yeah, no,
shut the fuck up. I don't mean to derail your stream.
oh no, you go, dude. This is a chill stream. I really don't care. The only time that I would probably care is if it's on Wednesdays,
Nah, I got it.
because that's the one where I'm doing it with other
The
people. The act, like that's where I'm like, my head's got to be in the game. Where kind of like how we do Saturdays. We're chill, but we're already a niche group. Here we're a niche group, and we're trying to entertain fans of Phasmophobia and Demonologist games. So we like if Dan came in and started talking about a list for content, I'd actually be chewing him out and says, "Get out! Don't you see?" Because normally I do. I'll say like,
I usually never bring any of that shit up.
"Oh, I know." Like I don't really care. Like the main part of my channel, Lavistro Plays, is just me playing around, and I try to interact with my audience, because there are times where people ask me like, "What do I think about Trump?" And I'll just be like, I don't think about anything about Trump," or "What do I think about this or that?" I was like, "This is not a political stream," But if they ask me like, "What do I think about Assassin's Creed Shadows?" I'm like, "Well, here's my I'm a history buff. Here's what I think about that." And is it good? Well, it looks like slop. I'm not paying this much money, and the fact that they're disrespecting the culture, I don't know if I want to reward that. But then they'll say, "Okay, well, what about this game?" I'm like, "Well, I'll play it if it's good." It's like,
Right.
it's just interacting, because I don't
That's kinda how I am, man. Like, I don't know. I usually don't even look up reviews anymore for games.
Yeah, no, I look at the trailer. I'm old. I've been around long enough to know that I just look at the trailer, and I can
If I know I'm
kind of
gonna like it, I'm gonna like it.
yeah.
Yeah, you
There-
get the viewpoint of it.
And then there's some where I get, and I might not normally play it, but it intrigues me enough to give it a shot. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. But like for example, someone told me about Aska, which was a third-person view version of
It's a third-person Viking game.
well, it felt more like Age of Empires than anything.
It's a survival builder.
Yeah, but they called it an RPG. I was like, it's not an RPG. Just because you got a leveling system, it does not make it an RPG. I'm sorry, it doesn't. But and it wasn't for me. But it was. I thought it was pretty decent. Pretty good game. They were working on it. They were listening to their players. But it had an interesting concept. But it's not something I normally play. But what's that game? There was a game I looked into that looked interesting. I forget what the name was, but I mostly play RPGs because, like you said, story. I want a good story. I want to sit down, grab a bag of chips or some junk food, maybe an ice cold beer or energy drink, something like that. Right? I already took my shower. I already got my comfy clothes on. I'm in my gaming mode, and I just want to get immersed. I don't want to think about the problems of the world. I don't want to think about what Susie Sue said to Sally Sue about the captain of the football team. I don't care about all that. I don't care what some Karen said about video games, that her eggs are getting dried up. I don't care. I just want to play a video game. I've always been that way. I mean, it's. I mean, I don't know. You and I have similar experiences, even though they're not the same. But you know, we've had our interest. We'll just leave it at interesting stuff. I think it kind of just, for us at least, it's trivial. It's not. It doesn't matter. You know, like you don't like something, go give the awareness, go vote with your wallet. But when people, I think when people get into politics 24/7 and that's all they consume is politics, they go mental. I really do. That's just how I feel. But what do I know? Like I said, I'm just a lowly little YouTube channel and horrible content creator.
Yeah, man, it's straight brain rot when they do that shit.
Oh, Philip Morgan, I just saw you. I'm sorry, dude. Hello. And Philip Morgan agrees with you. He said that.
Nice, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, no,
Doesn't take up shit. That's the only reason why I didn't reply.
I haven't. I tried ESO when my son was born, and I couldn't get into it. And the only reason is it was. I'm used to the single player Elder Scrolls, right? So
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to look at an ESO and think it's an Elder Scrolls game for me. I was like, I mean, not that it's bad or anything. It's just.
Oh no, they know that game is ass, but they still play it. And it's all about just them enjoying it.
Oh no, I didn't get past the first hour. I only played like 30 minutes of the game. I was like,
So the thing about ESO is you need to have people to play, or it'll get boring.
yeah. Well, I think most MMOs are like that. Regardless if it's an RPG, a shooter. Well, like even this game. This game is kind of boring to play by yourself. Like, people don't think so. But like, no, it's.
Once you do everything, you're kind of bored with it.
Mm-hmm.
But to play with other people, probably make it a lot of fun.
Yeah, or it's not even fun to stream if you're by yourself just doing it, right? Because you're just sitting there, there's acting all clueless, like an idiot, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you're just doing the same game loop. But when you have friends playing it with you, like kind of like how we do, we go and we give Dan shit. I mean, to be fair, he kind of gets himself into it. So we just give each other shit. It makes it fun. I mean, even when I go to sleep and I'm reviewing everything, making sure everything sounds good. I don't have to clip anything out, or it's fun to listen to. But when you're playing like Phasmophobia by yourself, for an example, I'm quiet. I'm trying to figure out what the ghost is, and it's not as fun. Like, multiplayer games are meant to have people play it with you.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's pretty much the reason why I quit playing MMOs, because motherfuckers be too serious with that shit.
Oh yeah, no, don't be too serious with that shit. No, games are meant to be fun.
Like I told you originally, like I came from playing in mythic dungeons and mythic raids and all that shit, and all I did was fuck around the entire time.
Yep.
Not saying that I was a terrible raider.
Yeah.
But it was just, I don't know, it was more fun to be with people that didn't typically give a shit, but they had more fun with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get where you're trying to get at. For me, it's more of, like, I used to play League of Legends, and then over time, we got its popularity into the whole Major League Gaming sphere. And so when people started, I was like, wait, I can make billions of dollars doing this? they tend to, what's the right word? Lose sight of the fun for money, and it just gets annoying. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to deal with this shit. It gets toxic. Like if I didn't do something right, people are like, what the hell, man? You're supposed to do this. Why did you do that? And I'm like, because I'm here to play the fucking game. I'm not here to be a part of some pro team that will never make it. You know, I'm just
Yeah, right.
I have a job. I have a life. At the time I was like, I have a girlfriend. Like I don't need to spend all my whole life doing this shit. It's like now I'm older. I'm like, I have a kid. I got responsibilities. I don't want to play a game to I told you. My advice, I tell people, is like, if you want someone that's really super serious, go find some pro gamer that's got 10 million subscribers. You know, go do that. You want someone that has no idea what he's doing, is probably going to derp, and you want to give him shit for it, right? And like say, hey, you suck at this, and you're just basically teasing the guy, right? This is the string. Like when I go tease Dan, I'm not saying he actually sucks. Occasionally he does, but you could do it. I'm there to have fun. So that's probably the only reason why I still stream now. It's like someone has to stream and set the example of gamers being gamers. No one seems to know what a gamer is anymore. It's either wear neckbeards in our mama's basement screaming, or wear neckbeards in our mama's basement screaming. I'm like, well, I'm not a neckbeard in my mama's basement screaming. I'm a gamer who's been playing video games for a very long time. I'm just a gamer who's like, I'm not yes, Daddy Corporal, you can drill my ass, but at the same time I'm not like, yes, Daddy Government, we should have restrictions on this. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I still like you do realize I have no idea what the fuck Gamergate was all about, other than like I thought it was us standing up against a corporation and industry calling its customers sexist and misogynistic. That's what I thought it was. You know, like a stand for actual gaming. Now I don't even know what it is. Then you got Gamergate 2, which is kind of the same thing. So like, did Gamergate really die down? Like, did it no? So why are we calling it Gamergate 2?
Exactly the same as it before.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
We're just fighting the same battle. I mean, like, I think we're gonna have to, because people forget corporations are always greedy, but the only thing out of Gamergate 2 people are realizing is after that award ceremony and stuff where they revealed that, what's that game with the chick with the shaved head?
Doom?
Not Doom. The other one, the ugly chick. She's drinking a Slurpee. She's a bounty hunter or something like that, and it has an 80s like feel and aesthetic to it. But everyone.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, dude. I don't even remember it because I didn't even give a shit about it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
know what you're talking
I made some jokes. You know, like the plunger meme with you stick a plunger on the chick's head, and you know act like you're pulling her hair with the plunger. I was like, I can't fap to this, but I'll give it the old college try. But you know, people were saying it's like these people don't even, the people that were here to make the game aren't even here no more. I was like, yes, exactly. You're worshiping a corporation that owns the IP, but are soulless, and they hired people that were yes men and people greedy enough to try to cancel each other out. Game industry is a cutthroat business. You know, so those people are the people that founded those companies. Like, I think WoW used to have, or not WoW, Blizzard used to have this thing called "Don't Be Evil," or something like that. And well, uh, now look at them. You know, they like I used to love the character designs, not just females, but the male and females, like armor, the clothing. You know, of World of Warcraft. I used to love it, and I used to try to implement for my own character designs, but or some of the mechanics of certain games, like Bethesda having the male female modifier for their stats. Fuck it. I can't. The ghost ain't doing shit. So, I never know. I never know what to think of these things.
Welcome back.
Oh, of course it'd be a phantom. Of course. But I will say, when people say that there's no good games coming out, I'm like,
Welcome back. Like prepared
there's
jobs for you.
a ton of good games coming out. You just gotta look. That's why we
Well, that's what I always tell that to people, man. They don't want to listen.
yeah. Well, that's why on Dragoncast I try to encourage us all to like just find some random game that looks interesting to us, even if we're not gonna buy it. Just something that looks interesting. You know, and so now sometimes we don't have time to talk about it, but I try to make sure we have some time. Like for example, I do love Phasmophobia. I do love Demonologist. I like paranormal games like that. But hold on. You also need to make sure you get to own the game you buy. Yes, that's another problem. Like we were. I don't know if you were watching my stream, but that one time. But when Val bought me Oblivion Remastered, right? He gets me Oblivion Remastered. I went to play it, but one thing I always do is to read the EULA when it pops up. I always do, and that's because and I not now. I don't. Before I just didn't always do this, but like when I started streaming, I'm like, you know what? I know they're not going to do this. I might as well suffer and read it. So I skim through it and look for something that's important. Like for example, you can't mod your game, and then lower down on the fourth part of the EULA, you can't own your game. Right? They're trying to pull that in there. So I'm like, okay, there you go. You can't own your game. No one's talking about that because they know you don't read that shit. But yeah, that's yeah. I mean, I had to tell Will that. I had to tell Will the fans that. I even sent him in the DM the exact words. But that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to do it because let them focus on the Gamergate side of things. Let them focus on the battling each other out. That's fine. You know, they kind of set themselves to be that, right? I'll just be this small channel. You know, maybe I'll get 5, 10, 15 subs a day. Maybe I'll get none. Maybe I'll lose 100 tomorrow. Maybe I'll lose 100 right now for, you know, criticizing, you know, people's gods and idols and stuff. But I'm just gonna be the same person I always was. The same dragon that banned you off the server thinking that you were trying to start shit.
You should go back to banning me.
Oh no, I'm not allowed.
No, that was then. This is the new day.
No. Hypnosis is not allowed. I said you can ban anyone else, but don't ban Mikey. I was like,
That's really fucking gay.
I know. And see, if he would fire me, I would do it anyways. But I know he's not gonna fire me because Hypno kind of knew that I didn't want to be a mod, but at the same time, I'm that mod that's like that guy that's like I don't want to be a mod, but since I'm gonna be a mod, I'll be the best mod I can while trying to get fired because I don't want to be fired. I don't want people to think that I got fired for abusing my authority, right? Abusing my position. I don't want that following me. But at the same time, I'm like, Besides, it's someone's got to, because sometimes they're like, oh, before I disappeared for a while, before you came on, there were people that were walking over to mods, and so I come in there and I start cleaning house, and I'm chewing out mods in the mod chat, and I'm chewing out people for questioning mods in the server, because it was pandemonium. It was pure chaos. But oh well. I think I'm gonna call it a night here because his mom's supposed to be coming and she's not here yet, so she's about to be here anytime soon, and I want to make sure the dog doesn't bark and wake up my kiddo. But for everyone else, we'll probably have a better stream tomorrow. It's just tonight. I'm more focused on my son's mom, my ex-wife, coming by to drop some stuff off for him, and she works nights, so why she's not here yet, I don't know. But at the same time, I wish y'all happy gaming, and today's Wednesday already, so yeah. Phasmophobia Wednesday night, or Phas Inc. as it's called. I don't know if we're doing Demonologist or this game, but look out for that. And offline, I'll try to speed up the event process so we can get back to fun games, because y'all voted the same thing I voted, which is I don't know. I don't work here. I just work here. And so I asked my son, and my son said...
It's my first day.
Yeah, pretty much. My son said... Make my dad scared. Well, he didn't say this exactly, but he pretty much all but said for a 9-year-old, scared the living shit out of my dad. Make him play it for 9 days straight. Which, obviously he didn't say shit, but you get the idea. So, y'all have a good night, and happy gaming. You're still here. What? You thought there'd be a post-credit scene or something? This isn't a Disney movie. Show's over. Go get some sleep. Play a video game. Watch another YouTube video. I gotta take care of the Dragon Wing and possibly get some sleep myself. Goodbye all, and thanks for watching. And happy gaming.